Hello and welcome, our beloved viewers, to RTT's News English edition. As usual, we bring to you the major and top highlights of tonight. Joint celebration of Railway Workers' Day in Addis Ababa. And on the international scene in Gaza, on the day of 666, a famine kills more than bombs. Israeli tightens its grip on the city. Those were our major and top highlights. Welcome back to our newsroom, our beloved viewers. Since the early hours of July 31st, the regions of Dikhil, As'ila, Galafi, and other surrounding areas were the first to feel the intensifying weather, especially in Tajura, where heavy rains accompanied by extremely violent winds swept through these rural zones. Roofs were turned off, trees uprooted, local populations, often isolated, endured the ordeal, swept, and often the following day, August 1st, the bad weather reduced the capital, Djibouti city. The neighborhoods of Hodan and Balbala experienced intermittent rainfall. However, it was the Tajura region that likely bore the brunt of the storm. Around 5 p.m., the entire coastline from Roheli to Lake Asal was hit head-on. The Tajura station recorded 20 millimeters of rain, while Sagalu accumulated 18 millimeters. The delegate minister in charge of decentralization and interim Minister of Infrastructure and Equipment, Mr. Qasim Harun Ali, took part in the celebration dedicated to railway workers of both countries held on 1st of August 2025 at the Central Station in Addis Ababa. He was accompanied by Mr. Mohammed Roble Dabar, Director General of the Djiboutian Railway Company, Mr. Eid Ahmed Mohammed, General Director of DMP, Mr. Yusuf Jama' Farah, Deputy Director General of Djibouti Railway, Mr. Diriya Hashi, his advisor to the President of the Republic for Infrastructure, and Mr. Awlaid Jama' Ahmed, Technical Advisor to the Minister of Infrastructure and Equipment. The Embassy of the Republic of Djibouti in Ethiopia was represented by Mr. Usman Abdi Ali, Consular at the Embassy. This ceremony, marking the beginning of a new era for the railway executives of the bilateral Djibouti Railway Company, gathered a large and diverse crowd: politicians, diplomats, business and commercial operators, including members of the Ethiopian government, such as the Ministry of Transport and Logistics, Dr. Ali Musimie, the Minister of Finance, Mr. Ahmed Shid, the government of the National Bank of Ethiopia, Mr. Mamo Mirito, the Director General of Ethiopia Djibouti Railway, Engineer Takaleuma, and other top officials from the logistics and transportation sectors. Finally, during the ceremony, Mr. Qasim Harun participated alongside his Ethiopian counterparts from the transport and finance ministers in a panel on connectivity. The discussion focused on investments made by both countries in port infrastructure, industrial parks, free zones, and the connection of rail lines to various logistics and port platforms. It also covered the border integration of rail transport, not only between the two countries but across the African continent, in line with the African Union's Agenda 2063 and the Intercontinental Railway Project. The panel also addressed Djibouti's ambition to become a logistics hub for the Horn of Africa in the border Komeza market. The Minister of Youth and Culture, Dr. Hibu Mumin Asoy, paid a visit to the youth village, hosting the athletes of the delegations participating in the 13th Indian Ocean Youth and Sports Commission Games. This visit was part of the ongoing support and follow-up for the Djibouti delegation, particularly the young athletes competing in various disciplines. During the edition as the current chair of the CJSOI, the minister also took the opportunity to greet athletes from all participating countries, numbering over 1,500. She also took stock of the reception, accommodation, and catering accommodation by touring the village's facilities, strategically located at the heart of the modern infrastructure where competitions are to be held. The minister ensured the quality of services provided to Djiboutian representatives and praised the efforts of the ongoing organizing community for guaranteeing an environment conducive to performance and the well-being of the delegations. From July 29th to 31st, 2025, A validation workshop was held for the operation manual for the deployment and monitoring of community health worker activities. This initiative is part of a broader goal to accelerate progress towards universal health coverage by bringing essential health services closer to the most vulnerable communities, especially in rural areas. The workshop gathered over 70 participants, including representatives from the Ministry of Health, other sectoral ministers, and technical and financial partners, notably the World Health Organization, WHO, and UNICEF. The opening ceremony was presided over by Mr. Muhammad Ali Muhammad, General Secretary of the Ministry of Health, in the presence of Mr. Farahad Hassan Farah, Deputy Representative of the WHO office here in Djibouti. This workshop marks a significant step in the implementation of the National Community Health Policy, reflecting the government's and its partners' strong commitment to building a healthier and more equitable future for all Djiboutians. After several days of intense preparations, the Obuch came alive on August 1st with a major solidarity evening held in honor of Mahami Amanda, one of the region's most beloved sons. Initiated by Obuch Regional Council in collaboration with local associations and young leaders from civil society, the evening drew a large crowd in a spirit of fraternity and engagement. On stage, local artists and prominent figures from Djiboutian culture delivered a show filled with songs, dances, and messages of support, all united under one theme: solidarity. Among the notable attendees was the president of the Obuch Regional Council, Mr. Mohammed Humad Ismail, joined by the family of Mahami Amanda and many residents from across the district who came to show their appreciation for this emblematic figure. The 18th edition of the Hargeisa International Book Fair has come to a close after a week of literacy celebration, atmosphere marked by high attendance and palpable enthusiasm. Throughout the event, thematic panels addressed a variety of topics such as peace, memory, identity, environmental issues, and the role of youth in culture. The publishers' booths remained crowded, reflecting a growing appetite for reading in the region. The closing ceremony, attended by organizers, international partners, and prominent literary figures, paid strong tribute to all those who helped make the event a success. A passionate call was also made to promote a circulation of books in local languages and to encourage youth to take up writing. One of the most memorable moments of the closing was a performance by Jib Talent Troupe, representing the Republic of Djibouti. This historical stage play, presented immediately after the panels, captivated the audience with its depth and intensity. Shifting gears towards the international scene now, on the 666th day of the genocidal war on Gaza, Israeli occupation, gunfire claimed new victims in the Gaza Strip, where the number of martyrs who died while searching for food now exceeds those killed by Israeli bombings. More than 90 people were killed since dawn on Friday near distribution centers in the south and around eight trucks in the north. Well, buddies, our blood viewers, we finally conclude this edition. Thank you for being with us, and make sure to tune in later for more as usual. Have a wonderful evening and take care.